These games are ranked by play score, a standard rating that averages gamer and critic reviews. Opening our list of the top 25 PC strategy games is Crusader Kings 2. The first entry on our list takes us back to the pivotal moments of European history. Jumping from various timelines, expand your reach as a Crusader King, and take over the fragmented realms of a once chaotic nation. This strategy game may discourage you for its ludicrous amount of DLCs, but it's not every day you can simulate your dynasty while defending your lands from the Mongol horde. It receives a play score of 8.60. Number 24 is Total War Warhammer 2. Creative Assembly's latest touch on the Warhammer franchise takes you to even greater lengths with a promising campaign of exploration, conquest, and expansions across the new world. Divided by two distinct gameplay elements, balanced turn-based strategy with tactical real-time battles in Titan-like encounters. Critics praise the game's overwhelming design and complexity. It receives a play score of 8.62. Number 23 is The Banner Saga 2. Stoic's award-winning adventure game returns with more bold leadership decisions. Lead your brave Viking warriors in the treacherous landscapes of a beautifully handcrafted fantasy world. Import your saves from the previous game or craft your own expedition team to survive its world. Use your head in complex tactical battles and make difficult choices along the way, but this time for greater consequences. It has a play score of 8.62. Number 22 is StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. A game that helped shape the future of real-time strategy games. Blizzard's crowning jewel and a well-loved classic, Legacy of the Void is the third and final expansion pack of their long-running RTS. Stand in the middle of a galactic war and experience new stories and features. This standalone expansion was widely praised for its improved mechanics, fast-paced gameplay, and immersive story. Even until now, the game is running pretty well with an active esports community. It has a play score of 8.63. Number 21 is Mountain Blade Warband. Lead your men into battle and set your eyes on the throne of Calradia. Manage your legion of brazen soldiers because it's a sandbox enthusiast playground. This standalone expansion pack from the epic medieval war zone thrusts you into the battlefield with clashing swords and galloping horses. It has a play score of 8.65. Number 20 is Invisible Incorporated. Clay Entertainment's success with Don't Starve drove them to make a new IP. One that takes players on a tale of espionage set in the neon features of 2074. Working for a private intelligence agency, take control of the organization's best agents mounting a counterattack against a corporate invasion. Pick from a team of 10 unlockable agents and customize each of their builds as you play through each of their randomly generated levels. It has a play score of 8.65. Number 19 is Door Kickers. How does it feel to be a SWAT team member? Picture Rainbow Six Siege in a top-down fashion and there you have it. Select from its 5 distinct troopers that provide you with the best course of action every time you blow things up. Use stealth to mask your sound or improvise along the way. Make your move carefully because the levels are hard, as is real-life SWAT operations. It has a play score of 8.65. Number 18 is Prison Architect. While most prison games let you take control of prisoners as they make their death-defying escape, Introversion Software's game lets you create your own penitentiary. Build jail cells, electric chairs, infirmaries, and cafeterias as you create a simulated environment around these pesky criminals. Don't let them escape because this game has a play score of 8.71. Number 17 is World in Conflict. Considered as a spiritual successor of 2000's Ground Control, get ready to dive into an alternate 80s where the world is suffering from an impending economic collapse. This caused the countries to initiate World War III with bigger consequences. Experience a real-time tactics game like no other as you deploy your units on the battlefield in the hopes of a good victory. It has a play score of 8.72. Number 16 is Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. Similar to the original Supreme Commander game, players control a bipedal mech called an armored combat unit and build an unstoppable army. This RTS game lets you decide the future of humanity by removing the zealots that infested Earth's rotten soil. It's warfare on an epic scale and it receives a play score of 8.73. Number 15 is Valkyria Chronicles. When anime meets war, Sega's cel-shaded wartime strategy game takes you to a land in the brink of a civil war. This 2008 PlayStation 3 game makes its way to the PC with enhanced features and more content. Utilize the game's unique tactical combat gameplay called the Blitz Combat System. Players take control of characters in the battlefield to move and shoot enemies via turn-based and real-time moments. It receives a play score of 8.74. Number 14 is Mini Metro. As simple as it is sublime, create a bustling mass transit system and Dinosaur Polo Club's minimalist game. Connect stations to various countries around the world, expand your reach to more countries with enough resources, and create the most interconnected subway system in the whole world. How long can you last? It receives a play score of 8.75. Number 13 is Orcs Must Die 2. Leap into the battlefield as a powerful mage or a sorceress in this much-awaited sequel of the popular tower defense game. Fortify your defenses and protect dwarven mines or elven fortresses against a swarm of orcs. Toss them, burn them, slice them, do anything in your power to take them down. Or team up with a friend and ready yourself when the horde arrives. Utilize their unique abilities to manipulate the environment. It has a play score of 8.76. Number 12 is Dota 2. The younger, better-looking brother to the Warcraft mod that gave birth to MOBA itself. Swooped by the gaming giant Valve, it's one of the strongest contenders to Riot's own League of Legends. With over 100 different heroes, hundreds of items, and regular patch updates, it boasts a deep and growing well of strategies to learn and unpack. Experiment with hero builds, stack creeps, exploit bugs, and do whatever you can to destroy that ancient. Despite the steep learning curve, it's one of the most rewarding games out there, with or without the prize pool. It has a play score of 8.76. Number 11 is FTL, Faster Than Light. A unique blend of roguelike and real-time strategy, this 2012 breakout title puts you at the helm of a spaceship amidst a galactic battle. With your leadership and management powers, guide the ship through a minefield of space navigation and save the galaxy. It adds another layer of challenge with its roguelike elements of randomized encounters and permadeath. If you like pain and being captain, then this is the game for you. It has a play score of 8.77. Number 10 is Rome, Total War. Do as the Romans do in this Total War title that centers on the everyday management of the great Roman Empire. Play as the head of the great houses and place the fate of the empire in your hands. In this turn-based strategy, whether it rises or it falls, it's all completely up to you. Build and upgrade aqueducts, create temples, and use unique battle tactics to bring neighboring cities to their knees. It has a play score of 8.79. Number 9 is Medieval 2 Total War. From ancient empires, we move to the brutality of the medieval age. A direct sequel to 2002's Medieval Total War, it improves on many aspects of the original while adding in an array of new features. Take part in the most turbulent centuries in Western history, and manage everything from politics, religion, and of course, warfare. No one does war like the Monarchs. It has a play score of 8.79. Number 8 is Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. The third main entry to the legendary Warcraft saga, Reign of Chaos was an unforgettable experience for all of us. Take another dip into the vast Warcraft universe, and play as orcs, humans, night elves, and the undead. It was the breakthrough video game of the year, introducing creeps, day and night cycles, and their now famous hero system. Relive the goosebump-inducing cinematics, and revel in the beauty of this high fantasy RTS. It has a play score of 8.8. Number 7 is Transistor. A stylish blend of action RPG and turn-based strategy, Supergiant Games takes us on a colorful tour of a dazzling city of lights. Like a less aquatic and more badass Disney princess, it follows the story of a singer, Red, who goes on a quest to retrieve her voice. Using a sword-like transistor, battle against robotic forces in combat that's as smooth as it is strategic. Praised for its eye-candy aesthetics, it receives a play score of 8.82. Number 6 is Total War Shogun 2. The fourth and final Total War game on this list. This sequel to the first Shogun title returns to the oriental shores of 16th century Japan. Play as one of the 9 major clans of Japan's provinces and use their individual skills to control the tides of Japanese progress. Manage the everyday lives of your citizens or put on your best samurai armor to lead your units to battle. It has a play score of 8.86. Number 5 is Plants vs. Zombies. PopCap's zombie fighting franchise has garnered a surprising following, and it's crawled into places they've never thought possible. Play as the green-thumbed homeowner and use your zombie fighting flora to defend against a horde of zombies. Take down your ghoulish trespassers with Crazy Dave's collection of pea shooters, walnuts, and so much more. Friendly and fiendishly addictive, it has a play score of 8.89. Number 4 is StarCraft 2: Wings of Liberty. The crown jewel of Blizzard's RTS wing, the space saga made a stellar return when this official sequel was released last 2010. The sequel was divided over 3 parts, focusing on each of the different factions. Choose your side amid the galactic war and engage in another mastercrafted story with their new features. It was one of the fastest selling titles upon release, and it remains a staple among the esports community. It has a play score of 8.96. Number 3 is XCOM: Enemy Unknown. Firaxis pays tribute to 1994's cult classic UFO Enemy Unknown in this 2012 release. Set during Earth's near-future alien invasion, you take the helm of an elite military organization tasked with protecting the planet from their Martian invaders. Master their grid-based arenas and plan the perfect raid to eliminate each of your enemies in local or in online mode. With the same tactical depth and solid gameplay as the original, it receives a play score of 9.05. Number 2 is Company of Heroes. Once dubbed as the best military-themed real-time strategy, it takes its rightful place above every RTS on the list. Not even the games of this generation came close to technical perfection of this 2006 release. Take delight in one of the most accurate war simulations of the decade. With just 15 missions, it offers an extraordinary amount of variety that'll satisfy any fan for years to come. A game where actual strategy trumps size and sheer will, it has a play score of 9.06. And the best PC strategy game is Sid Meier's Civilization V. A name any self-respecting strategy enthusiast will surely recognize. Despite its age in the release of Civilization VI, it remains as one of the most beloved gems in the turn-based 4X genre. Begin at the dawn of humanity and sink a few thousand hours to usher them through each generation. Create armies, pillage neighbors, and master the art of diplomacy. The best at visuals and gameplay, it receives a fitting play score of 9.1. You may get these games right now by clicking the links below.